Good morning, grandkids. Well, that stupid egg up there is mine. I finally got it. I went up here and got on here and walked down to it. And when I got close enough, there was a hitbox for collecting that egg, but it was so fleeting. It would just flicker in and out real quick. But I finally managed to get my cursor stopped on it, and I got that stupid egg. Now I have 6. So let's go see if anybody will tell us about their conversation.
Well done, you got the eggs. Very good.
Yes. At almost the cost of my life. Here, take them.
What? I didn't need eggs. I just needed you out of the house for a bit so we could talk. Keep them. Turn them into an omelette for all I care.
Oh,
Anyway,
I hate you.
Inigo and I have had a bit of a chat, and he's persuaded me that you can be trusted. It seems we 3 are in this together.
Oh, great.
I've given him my notes, and I'm sure he'll let you read through everything.
I hope so.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe you should talk to Inigo first, though.
Well, now you think you're going to let me have some conversation with him? Thank you very much. Okay, Inigo, let's talk.
It has been good adventuring by your side. I am glad I got to fight some spiders with you.
You're obsessed with spiders, Inigo. I suppose spiders have a certain something. Can we talk about this later? I want to talk about what he talked about.
Of course. I will bring it up another time.
All right. There's no papers in there. So, what am I supposed to do? Talk to me, Inigo.
Good job getting those eggs, my friend. This Langley fellow may be a bit rude and gruff, but he's on our side.
Well, tell me what he
He
said.
gave me these. He found my father's journal. Can you believe it? He also gave me 2 books he's written about his search for me.
Great.
They contain a lot of information about how important I am. They are very good books, but also sad. Apparently, I have my own prophecy. If you want to hear more about it, I'll tell you what I know. Langley says we are going to save the world.
We are?
That is, of course, unless you think we have something better to do.
I personally would like to go back to the seashore. I mean, you was going to be a hunter, and I was going to be an alchemist, and that's all. Now we're thrust into the middle of saving the world? Good grief. How does your head feel now?
It is still a little tender. Oh, that reminds me. You should ask Langley about the summon spell that has been causing my mind vibrations.
Okay, I will.
He has a spare copy. Maybe he will let you give it a go. My mind is not keen on the idea, but I think a spell like that could be useful, my friend.
just so it doesn't make me feel like that. Summon an Inigo spell. Oh my gosh. I hope it won't make your head silly again. Alright, tell me about your prophecy.
I will tell you what I know.
I want to know all of this. What is the prophecy exactly?
Okay, the Inigo prophecy. Somewhere out there in the world, there is a very nasty being gathering its strength. If left unchecked, it will grow until its evil influence burns away all that is good in this world.
Oh my goodness.
It has appeared in Langley's dreams for many years. Often as a gigantic figure striding through the land, leaving nothing but pain, anguish, and death in its wake. He calls it the Doomstrider. In the same dream, he sometimes sees a handsome blue Khajiit defeat the menace with his help. He calls this fellow the champion.
That's you, my dear Inigo.
That is me, my friend. Much of Langley's prophecy is hazy, and he says that sometimes his dreams show more than one possible outcome.
Uh-oh.
But now he and I have finally met. He believes we stand a good chance of preventing much suffering.
How long is this gonna take? I want to know some details about the information that he shared with you.
What details can I help you with?
Anything he said. What can you tell me about the Doomstrider?
Not much, I'm afraid. Langley is the man to ask about that.
Okay.
All I know is that I am destined to fight whatever or whoever it is.
Oh, Inigo.
I hope you will be at my side when the time comes,
I
my
will.
friend.
I will.
Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with my debt to you.
Good. I just want us to be a hunter and an alchemist. That's all I want to be. It had better not interfere.
If Langley's prophecy is correct, everybody will suffer greatly if I do not intervene. That includes you.
Oops.
I would rather act with your blessing, but if I have to go against your wishes to save thousands of lives, one of them yours, I will.
You're such a sweet man, Inigo. A sweet kitty cat, I should say. All right. You know I'll be there for you. Tell me about the books that Langley gave you.
They are called In Search of a Champion and Da Vinci's Journal. My father wrote the journal, and Langley wrote In Search of a Champion. Langley's books contain the story of his search for me, and a few tales about Fergus and I.
Well, that's nice.
The journal is my father's personal account of our upbringing. In my opinion, the books are informative and quite moving.
Interesting. All right. What have you learned about your past?
Like all Khajiit, my physical characteristics were probably determined by the moons at my birth.
Right.
I seem to be the product of a very rare celestial alignment that only occurs briefly, every few hundred years or so.
You are unique.
In the backward village where I was born, a blue child was seen as a bad moon omen.
Oh, no.
I would have been sacrificed if my birth mother had not smuggled Fergus and I away.
I'm glad she did. Was Fergus in danger, too?
We were not identical, but we were twins. Perhaps his life was forfeit by association. Whatever the case, I like to think that my birth mother could not bear the idea of separating us.
Well, I'm sure she couldn't. If he was your twin, why wasn't he blue?
I can only guess that there was enough time between our births for the moons to shift.
Probably.
Langley thinks the alignment that produced me may only last for a few moments. I am incredibly unique, my friend.
Yes, you are. I know you are. And I'm very glad that you're my friend, Inigo. Can I ask you something else? I don't know if this is relevant.
What would you like to know?
Anything. Tell me about Langley.
He is interesting.
Tell me about his search for you.
Ever since I appeared in his dreams, he has been looking for me. All he knew in the beginning was that the champion was Khajiit, avoided death at an early age, and had blue fur. He finally heard about a remote village among the shifting sands of Elsweyr that ritualistically sacrifices any child born among their number whose fur is blue. He deduced that the champion was likely a blue child from this village that somehow escaped their fate. He set off in search of the village, but on the way, he found Riverhold and heard about me. This was a few years after Fergus and I left to find our fortune, though, so he began tracking us. Along the way, he heard tales about my brother and I. He even collected mementos from our endeavors.
Oh, he has mementos?
You can see a few of them over there on those shelves by the chest.
Oh.
After finding Fergus, lying among the remains of our camp, he lost track of me. The years went by, and he grew weary. He eventually returned here, and employed a group of adventurers to continue the search for me, and to look for any signs of the Doomstrider.
Wow.
He also paid a conjuration mage to concoct a summon Inigo spell. My mind vibrations were the result of him trying unsuccessfully to use the spell.
Well, it was pretty successful because we found him. How do his visions work?
Langley has dreams that often come true. He usually foresees the beginning, the middle, or the end of a future event, but never all three. So he may know that a man at the market will get into a fight, but he won't know why. Or he will see a dead man at the market, but not know how he died. To make matters worse, he sometimes sees 2 or more possible endings.
Oh, great.
Until we met, he couldn't be sure that we ever would. He is understandably relieved.
Yes, I guess he is. Well, and so am I, if this is going to be the end of your bad headaches. And that was terrible. I was afraid for you, Inigo. Let's go talk to Langley, okay?
Yes. If you must.
If I must. I'd like to know more about this prophecy of yours.
The Inigo prophecy. Yes. What do you want to know?
What we're supposed to do. I want you to tell me everything.
Oh dear, I don't have time for that. Inigo knows a fair bit, and you have those books I gave him, if you know how to read.
What a
You look
smart
fairly
aleck.
learned, but appearances can be deceptive. If you want someone to explain information to you that you already have written down, ask Inigo.
Oh, brother. He told me I should ask you about some things. Tell me about the Doomstrider. Can you at least do that?
I'm horrified by how little I actually know on the subject. I think it's a human, or at least I believe it walks in a human form. My dreams and visions are often metaphorical, so it's hard to discern exactly what it is, or the nature of the destruction it'll bring.
What does the Doomstrider look like in your dreams?
There are 2 dreams. In both, I see a towering, dead-minded, red-eyed monstrosity walking the world, leaving sorrow, death, and despair in its wake. The very gods are powerless to intervene. In one vision, I see them watch in horror as Nirn decays and rots.
Oh my goodness. What happens in the other vision? Speak.
That one is a little better. It starts out in much the same way, but this time the champion is there to stop the Doomstrider. I see a baby blue Khajiit elude death before his first birthday. I see him grow into a great warrior. I see him and I talking in earnest, and I see the gods rejoice as he defeats the demon.
That's all well and good, but we aren't very well advanced in being fighters and warriors. We don't have all that advanced weapons. It seems like this is an awfully powerful being for the two of us to fight. In your vision, how does Inigo defeat the Doomstrider?
That is unclear to me.
Of course it is.
Perhaps
of
now
course.
Inigo and I are known to one another, my dreams will offer up a clearer picture.
I hope
I'll
so.
be sure to keep him posted.
That's a good thing. All right, what do we do next?
Farewell.
I want to see some of the things that was collected, or did I pick everything up? The pictures are cool. I guess I picked everything up. Unless it's some of this stuff. All right, Inigo.
You want to talk?
Have you got any thoughts?
This place smells safe and fascinating.
Yeah, I'd rather stay in here than go fight Doomstrider. Okay.
What's next?
I don't know. You should know. Alright, Da Vinci's journal. That's his father's journal. How long is this going to be? Oh, look. Aww. Have I really got to read all this? Oh, God. I can't read all this. If I give these to you, Inigo, will you read them? Now it's the other one. In Search of a Champion. 1 and 2. This is the same book. Is this what that thing looks like? Yep. That's the champion. That's our Inigo. Aww. Let's see if I can get through this. By Langley. Alright, Langley wrote the champion books. Dreams. Ever since I was a child, I've had the gift of foresight. At the age of 6, I awoke from a dream in which I saw our cattle being slaughtered by a group of monstrous beasts, all slashing claws and ripping teeth. I could smell the thick metallic stench of blood as I awoke screaming. My father led me outside to prove that our livestock were safe. They were all there at the bottom of the field, alive and well. I went back indoors. I was fussed over and reassured and then tucked back into bed. Early one morning, about a week later, my father found our whole herd slaughtered. They had been killed by a pack of giant wolves. The entire field was red with cow's blood. I soon learned to listen to my dreams, and for many years my gift has served me well. Specifics are often frustratingly hazy, but if I have a vision, it almost always comes to pass, unless I somehow intervene. I've had countless visions over the years, but there is one that has outlasted all the rest. Since I was a young man, my sleep has been plagued by a persistent nightmarish apparition. I have named this being the Doom Strider, because in my dreams it brings anguish, grief, and pain wherever it walks. I have decided to dedicate my life to finding the one person my dreams tell me can vanquish this great evil. The Doom Strider. In my dreams, a hateful shadow figure strides through our lands, casting all asunder. I see Tamriel transformed to a tortured ruin. I see thousands of innocent lives destroyed. I hear screams of agony, the weeping of children, and the hopeless prayer to gods that can no longer intervene. This is not a mere nightmare. It is a vision. How long do we have before this thing, this agent of annihilation appears? I know not. All I know is that there is one who can help us. There is still hope. The champion. In my dreams, I see a champion unlike any other, a Khajiit that should not be. He escaped death in his first year and has been successfully eluding it ever since. He is bold and fierce, but also kind and loyal. Like all Khajiit, his appearance was decided by the moons at his birth, but he is the product of an extremely rare celestial alignment. The heavens have gifted him bluish fur, great strength, sharp eyes, and according to my visions, the power to destroy the Doom Strider. I must find the champion before it is too late. Progress. The dreams are more frequent than ever, but I think I'm making progress. I procured a traveler's journal that may describe our champion's place of birth. In the Khajiit homeland, there is a tiny village completely cut off from the modern world. The birth of a blue Khajiit is significant in their folklore. Every 200 years or so, a child is born who turns blue a few weeks after birth. The appearance of a blue baby is seen as a bad moon omen, and those bloodthirsty zealots sacrifice the infant as soon as they get their first blue fur. I can only assume that the champion in my vision somehow escaped his fate. Maybe he was smuggled away by a family member. I'll travel to Elsweyr and visit every settlement in the vicinity of the village. Maybe I'll get lucky. My hero has a name, Inigo. His name is Inigo. After many months of travel, my search has led me to the town of Riverhold. Apparently, there was a blue Khajiit here, but he left to seek his fortune years ago. He and his brother were abandoned at the orphanage and later adopted by a local couple. This all happened a long time ago. Inigo and his brother are likely grown men by now. Alas, his parents recently left town with a trading caravan. I must speak with them. I'll follow their trail and see if they know where their son is. From what I've heard, his foster parents are strange but pleasant people. I'm sure they'll help me if they can. Inigo's brother is called Fergus, and Inigo's mother is called Leah. Oddly, his father is Argonian. Whoa. His name is Da Vinci. A tragedy. I found the trading caravan this morning among a litter of corpses. It has been ransacked. Everyone is dead. Bandits. The filthy thieves paid a price, though. At least 16 of their number were killed in the attack. I wept when I found Leah and Da Vinci. They died holding hands, heads resting brow to brow. Poor Inigo and Fergus don't know yet the tragedy that has befallen them. At least they have each other. I found Da Vinci's journal by the side of the road. Its pages hold so much love for his wife and sons. I will find a quiet spot, dig a grave, and lay the valiant couple to rest away from the crows and rats. Oh, that was nice of him. May they find peace and joy in the afterlife, and may they hold hands for eternity. How sweet. Inigo is the one. I'm certain Inigo is the champion that I have dreamed of. I returned to Riverhold and passed on the news about Leah and Da Vinci. The townsfolk were both saddened and shocked. They have no idea where Fergus and Inigo are, but word has been sent through what conduits exist in the hope that they will be found. Since returning here and telling the tale of how I discovered and buried their parents, the locals have been forthcoming with tales of Inigo's past. It seems he and his brother became heroes in their teens. The town was overrun by a swarm of migrating giant spiders, and 3 people died. No wonder Inigo likes to fight spiders. When everyone else cowered in their homes, the boys and their parents ended the rather nasty insect infestation with ease. Da Vinci's journal backs this up. People say that it was Inigo that led the charge, and that he killed 15 of the beasts by himself, laughing all the while. I can just see Inigo doing that, can't you? I can't wait to meet him. All I know is that he and Fergus were headed to Cyrodiil. Maybe I'll strike out in that direction and try my luck. That says in search of a champion number 2, but inside it said it was number 1. And number 1, wait. Number 1 is this is all the same. And then Da Vinci's journal should I give this to Inigo? Does he read it? I'll give it to him and see if he reads it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let us see what we have.
I have your father's journal, and I think that you should have it. Now, do you have any thoughts?
No, my mind is as empty as a beggar's purse.
Well, so now what do we do? Inigo and Langley, you are just absolutely leaving me on my own. Where do we start? Where do we go? Get a copy of the Summon Inigo spell from Langley. Check on the state of Inigo's. I did that. I did all that. Get a copy. Summon Inigo spell from Langley. Did he give me one? I don't see any.
Yes? I don't know. Can you?
Yes, I can. Tell me about the summon Inigo spell.
It's rubbish. Tosh. Hardly works at all. All it seems to do is give poor Inigo vague directions to the summoner. And a headache.
Oh no. Maybe you're doing it wrong.
I followed the instructions dutifully. There's no reason it shouldn't work. No one knows Inigo better than I do.
I'll bet I do. What's that got to do with anything?
The conjuration mage who created the spell told me that as long as I was Inigo's true friend, I should be able to get it to work.
Then I can get it to work.
It's clearly broken. I'm the greatest ally Inigo has.
No, you aren't. You're mistaken. I'm Inigo's greatest ally.
How egocentric.
Yes, it
You
is.
just met him, relatively speaking. I've been tracking him most of my life.
That doesn't mean you
No,
know
if the
him.
spell doesn't work for me, it won't work for anyone. Isn't that right, Inigo?
I think you should let her try it.
Exactly. What? Why?
Langley, I am sure we are great allies in the making, but my friend here and I have a more immediate bond.
That's right, Inigo.
What do you
tell me.
mean? Oh, I didn't realize you were an item.
Not that kind of bond.
Oh.
We have traveled together.
Aw.
We have enjoyed sharing our views on many subjects. We have fought bravely side by side. I have placed my life in her hands. What I'm trying to say is, we are friends. Go on, hand over a copy of the spell. I am the only one who will suffer if it goes wrong.
I see. I won't argue with you, even though it's a waste of time. I will do as you ask.
Thank you. What is the worst that can happen?
You don't want to know.
Oh
If
dear.
we're going to do this, we must be scientific. Inigo, you stay here, and your friend and I will go outside. Once we're on the path, I'll give you the spell, and you can try unsuccessfully to teleport Inigo to us. Stare vacantly if you understand.
Oh my God, you
Good
are
luck,
such a
my friend.
snot.
I will wait and brace myself.
It'll be okay, Inigo.
Okay, you can quit the vacant gazing routine now. Come on. We should head outside and get this over with.
Inigo, I really dislike this man intensely.
Right, let's get started. Here is the spell. I had to pry it open just to read half the incantations. I doubt you'll have better luck.
Smart aleck.
Inconceivable! Just you wait, I bet your hands explode when you cast it.
Oh, you are such a... Ooh. Wait. Wait. Oh. I forget where to find things. Wait. Summon an ego. Alright. Equip. Left hand. Alright. And let's put it. Well, it is. I can't even put it in here. Anyway. Alright, it's on my left hand.
How did you do that?
See there?
Oh, it worked. I am outside.
Yes, and you didn't get
I
hurt.
don't know what to say.
See
Let
there,
us test
smart
its
aleck.
range. Try to place me farther away.
Okay,
Do it again.
alrighty.
That felt good.
Hey, that's fun,
My
Inigo.
friend, that was wonderful. Did you see? One moment I was inside, casually not tasting Langley's cooking, then whoosh,
Casually not
I saw
tasting
your
his
face,
cooking.
and I was out here. It was amazing.
I'm so glad it works. How does it feel?
It feels good. No mind vibrations at all. It is like a brief, warm embrace,
Of
followed by
course.
a pleasant, floaty sensation.
Of course.
There is something else.
What? What?
When you summoned me, I felt like I had a choice. That I could choose not to go if I didn't want to. This is a fantastic tool, my friend. I knew you could do it. You are outstanding.
And you're my champion.
Observation. The subject seems to be physically unaffected by the spell. He is, however, exhibiting poor character judgment.
You are a funny
Oh.
fellow, Langley.
No,
Poor
he isn't.
character judgment, my tail. My friend here did a fantastic job getting the spell to work.
Note, the subject is clearly delusional.
The subject does not sound nearly as good as the champion. Did I offend you in some way? I hope not. Without you, we never would have gained such a wonderful spell. I hope you know we are grateful for all you have done.
It's not you, Inigo. It's her. The spell shouldn't work with just anyone. It was supposed to form a link between us. This idiot broke it.
I
I
did
think
not.
that maybe the spell works because of the link my friend and I already share.
Right.
You should not take it personally. We three are a team now. We need each other and should not be fighting amongst ourselves.
Right.
You and I are a team. All this moron can do is collect eggs. How useful is that going to be when we take on the Doomstrider?
That is only one of my friend's many talents. Trust me, you could not wish for a more worthy ally.
We shall see. I hope you're right. I'm getting cold. I think I'll head inside. Feel free to make yourself at home and stay as long as you like. When you leave, I'll be sure to contact you with my lesser version of the spell if I hear anything new.
Thank you, Langley. I am glad we finally met.
I am too. I can see you're every bit the champion this world needs. I'll see you soon. I'm sorry if I spoke out of turn earlier. I'm sure
ought
you
to
don't
be.
mean to be annoying.
Just because I'm annoying to you, I hope someday I get to kill you. Being referred to as an idiot is definitely annoying.
It was just an observation. There's no need to get upset. Look, I'm sorry I called you an idiot. Happy?
Yeah, but you don't sound like you mean it. Apology accepted. Inigo's right. We should try to get along.
Yes, I agree. Please don't take anything I say to heart. I know I can be insufferable at times.
Definitely.
Right. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye and good riddance.
I am glad you are giving Langley a chance, my friend. I believe he means well, even if he is not very good at showing it.
He's the one that's an idiot, Inigo. I really dislike the man.
I do not blame you. He is quite a character. But accepting his apology helped smooth things over, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we solved the mystery of my vibrating brain.
Yes.
And you got a powerful new spell. A spell they do not teach at any college, I'll wager.
That's for sure.
I am still trying to digest everything Langley told me. There is a lot to sort through. For now, we get on with our lives until he contacts us again. I have a
Oh.
feeling we are at the beginning of a fantastic adventure, my friend.
Oh, we can get on with our life until he contacts us again. Great. Let's get ourselves back to the seashore. I didn't want any of this to begin with. We got to do all that long walk again? No, we can start from the thumb. No, you can't, because there's no way around that place. Oh my word. We have to start from here again? Well, we are going back to the seashore, Inigo. One way or another. This has been a lot to take in, dear Inigo, and we can just stroll along the seashore, picking up things and talk about this and try and figure it out in our own brains, but at least we don't have to do anything until he contacts us. So, let's go to the seashore. Alright, grandkids, I will talk to you in the next video. I don't want to walk that long trail again in the video, so we will do that off camera, and when we come back, we shall be by the seashore. Goodbye, grandkids.